In the glittering yet treacherous world of show business, where flirtations can flare like stage lights and trust is as fragile as a spotlight beam, Sutton Foster finds herself navigating uncharted emotional waters. The Tony Award-winning actress, celebrated for her powerhouse performances in Broadway staples like Younger and The Music Man, is reportedly on high alert regarding her boyfriend Hugh Jackman. The catalyst? None other than Kate Hudson, the effervescent star of Almost Famous and Glass Onion, whose natural charisma has sparked whispers of unease in Foster's camp. Sources close to the couple reveal that Foster is panicking over Hudson's friendly energy, a dynamic that has Jackman responding with equal warmth, leaving the bunheads, alum feeling protective, and perhaps a touch paranoid, about their burgeoning romance. To unpack this drama, one must first understand the whirlwind path that led Jackman and Foster to each other. Their story is one of serendipitous collision on the Great White Way. In 2022, the duo teamed up for a revival of Meredith Willson's The Music Man, a frothy musical comedy that demanded chemistry, timing, and unbridled joy from its leads. Jackman as the silver-tongued con artist Harold Hill and Foster as the prim librarian Marion Peru ignited sparks both on and off stage. Audiences raved about their electric rapport, but behind the curtain, a deeper connection was forming. Both were emerging from long-term marriages, Jackman from his 30-year union with Deborah Lee Furness, which dissolved in a shocking announcement in September 2023, and Foster from her own divorce, confirmed shortly thereafter. By January 2025, the pair went public, sharing cozy photos from Broadway afterparties and quiet escapes to the Hamptons, signaling a fresh start built on shared passions for theater, fitness, and unapologetic optimism. Yet, shadows from Jackman's past loom large. The Wolverine icon's split from Furness wasn't without controversy. Shortly after their January 2023 separation, framed publicly as a mutual decision to pursue individual growth, tabloids erupted with allegations of infidelity. Insiders claimed Jackman's intense rehearsal bonds, particularly during his The Music Man run, had strained his marriage irreparably. Furness, a trailblazing producer and advocate for adoption, the couple raised 2 children together, remained dignified but dropped cryptic hints post-divorce finalization in June 2025. An Instagram post featuring a quote about loyalty in the quiet moments was interpreted by many as a veiled jab at Jackman's fidelity. She knows better than anyone, a source confided, that he can't always be trusted around the people he works with. These echoes have left Foster, no stranger to Hollywood's relational minefields, acutely aware of the pitfalls. Her own career, marked by a string of acclaimed roles from thoroughly modern Millie to Violet, has taught her resilience, but personal vulnerabilities run deep. Enter Kate Hudson, whose presence in this narrative is as inevitable as a plot twist in a rom-com she might star in. Hudson, engaged to musician Danny Fujikawa since 2021 and mother to 3 children from previous relationships, embodies a free-spirited allure that's equal parts disarming and dangerous. Described by those in the know as flirty by nature, her interactions are laced with warmth and touchy-feely affection. A hug here, a lingering laugh there, that can sweep people up in their wake. Recent sightings of Hudson and Jackman at a high-profile charity gala in New York City amplified the buzz. Photos captured the duo in animated conversation, Hudson's hand on Jackman's arm as they shared a toast, while he mirrored her energy with broad smiles and animated gestures. He responds right back, an insider noted, which boosts her confidence. For Foster, watching from afar, perhaps scrolling through paparazzi shots on her phone, it's a red flag waving in the wind of their still-fresh relationship. Foster's protectiveness isn't born of jealousy alone. It's a calculated response to the industry's seductive undercurrents. Broadway, with its late nights, shared dressing rooms, and adrenaline-fueled highs, is a breeding ground for blurred lines. Jackman himself has admitted in past interviews to the intimacy of theater, where emotional bonds form quickly under the pressure of 8 shows a week. Foster, having co-starred with him, knows this terrain intimately. She's protective of her relationship with Hugh, the source emphasized, highlighting how their shared history in The Music Man gives her a front-row seat to his charm offensive. It's a charm that's won him global adoration, from X-Men blockbusters to The Greatest Showman, where his renditions of This Is Me showcased a vulnerability that melts hearts. But that same openness, while endearing, can invite complications. Hudson's role in this isn't malicious, it's simply her essence. The 45-year-old actress has built a career on roles that celebrate unfiltered femininity, from the rock and roll dreamer Penny Lane to the cunning Birdie J in Knives Out. Off-screen, she's a wellness guru, co-founder of the Fabletics athleisure line, and a vocal proponent of self-love and boundary setting. Engaged to Fujikawa, with whom she shares a daughter, Ronnie, Hudson's life appears stable, a far cry from the wild child tabloid fodder of her youth. Yet her warm, touchy vibe is legendary. Friends describe it as an extension of her empathetic core, a way to make everyone feel seen. At the gala, their interaction likely stemmed from professional overlap. Jackman and Hudson have mutual circles in the philanthropy world, supporting causes like children's education and mental health. Still, optics matter in Tinseltown, and the images fueled speculation. Was it harmless banter or the spark of something more? For Foster, 49 and at the peak of her powers, this episode tests the foundations of her romance with Jackman. Their relationship, now nearly a year public, has been a beacon of post-divorce joy. They've been spotted power-walking in Central Park, Jackman in his signature tank top flashing that megawatt grin, Foster laughing at his dad jokes. She's credited him with reigniting her creative fire, while he's praised her as a grounding force amid his post-Deadpool and Wolverine whirlwind. But trust issues, sown by past betrayals, don't vanish overnight. Furness's lingering resentment serves as a cautionary tale. Her post-divorce reflections in a 2025 memoir excerpt hinted at unseen fractures in their fairy tale marriage. Foster, wiser from her own marital dissolution, isn't about to ignore the signs. As this triangle, or perhaps pentagon factoring in Fujikawa, unfolds, it underscores the eternal dance of celebrity love, thrilling, public and perilously exposed. Will Foster confront the flirtation head-on, channeling her dramatic chops into a real-life scene? Or will Jackman's loyalty shine through, proving the skeptics wrong? For now, the trio navigates with grace under scrutiny, a reminder that even stars grapple with the human heart's complexities. In the end, it's Foster's vigilance that might just safeguard their shot at happily ever after, or reveal if the music man's tune has changed.